Hello, learning coaches and students. Today, I am going to teach you how you can find your unmastered lessons. Before we do that, though, I want to remind you how you can read your progress report. These reports will be sent to you from your teacher every now and again. It basically just shows where your student is compared to where they should be. So as you can see, in this example, there is always a key. This darker color represents the amount of lessons that were completed and mastered. This medium shade represents the amount of lessons that were not mastered. And remember, in order for lessons and quizzes to be mastered, your student needs to score 80% or higher on the quiz at the end of the lesson, okay? This light shade represents the amount of lessons that were skipped. You might see a good number of lessons skipped if you came in later throughout the school year. And this light color, this white color rather, represents the number of lessons that have not been completed yet. So if we look down at this example for Math Purple Summit, you will see that this student has completed 20 lessons and have passed 20 lessons. It is expected that they would have mastered 28 lessons by now. So we can see that this student is 8 lessons behind. They have not mastered 18 lessons. So we can see that this student has actually completed 38 lessons, but 20 of those lessons were mastered, meaning they passed it with 80% or higher. But then 18 of these lessons were not mastered. So this student is definitely going to want to go back to redo those quizzes to master those lessons. Here's another example down here for Science Summit. So how do we find those unmastered lessons? Well, if you log into your OLS, you can click on Progress. After you click on Progress, you will choose the subjects that have lessons not mastered. In this case, we're going to use the example of Math Purple Summit. After you click on that, you will see a screen that looks similar to this. You will see the number of lessons completed. What we want to focus on, though, is the Not Mastered tab. So you will click on this tab, Not Mastered. You can see the 18 lessons. And you will have your student click on them and redo those quizzes to try to get 80% or higher. Now, if you go into a quiz and you see that your student does not have any more attempts to retake that quiz or that test, simply email your teacher with the subject, the unit, and the lesson number, and your teacher will be able to add more attempts for your student to be able to retake that quiz. Now, if you haven't gotten a recent progress report, no big deal. You can check your progress whenever you want. You can do the same thing that I just showed you, and it's actually a good idea to try to keep up on it, to try and lower the number of not mastered lessons. So you can just go subject by subject, clicking on that not mastered tab and seeing where your student needs to retake quizzes. I hope this was helpful. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.